Hey Matt, do you want to go day hiking?
Do I ever? Well, I did not think this one through. Hey guys, this is Matt here with Husband and Wife Outdoor Life, and all silliness aside, we're gonna go winter day hiking today. And right now it is about 8 degrees with a negative wind chill. So we're gonna show you guys our hike, talk about some of the gear we use, and have some winter weather hiking tips so that you don't do what I just did out there. We hope you guys enjoy it and you learn a little bit so that you can go out in 8 degrees or below and still have fun and still get your day hikes in.
Well, we are at the trailhead. We are going to Tobico Marsh in Bay City, Michigan here. It's just a short little day hike near us, so we're gonna give it a go because we haven't actually hiked this trail system yet. As you can tell, Matt is all layered up. He's done a little bit better job this morning than he did earlier. So he's got a base layer on as a very bottommost layer. He's got a t-shirt on over that. Then he has a pair of snow pants. I think they're Columbia. This is the only time of the year we actually both wear hiking boots. We normally wear hiking shoes or trail runners, but for this time of the year we do use boots. And then on top of that he has a microgrid hoodie by Malanzana, I think it's called, and then he's got a puffy jacket on. And obviously a pair of gloves and a hat and a face mask just to cover up any exposed skin. It is pretty cold, so we're gonna give it a go here and we'll see you back on the trail. So we actually started at the wrong trailhead. This is 13, and so we're right there by the lagoon. So to get back onto the one that we want to go to, we could walk back to the parking lot, or we could just go to 7 and then 6 and then down. So that's what we're gonna do. All right guys, we got back on the right track. That was literally like a 3-minute detour. So we are now on the Anderson Nature Trail. They do have groomed cross-country ski trails here, so they ask hikers not to walk right through them. It appears that several hikers missed that memo, but we're gonna stay towards the center of the track here where there's no groomed parts. So Matt wanted to add a little input about layers.
So we went through our layers, and the obvious question, because I love winter hiking, I'm one of the big ones that pushes for stuff like this, is, are you cold right now? The honest answer is no. In fact, I'm getting pretty warm. So with winter hiking, if you pay the money, if you get multiple layers, the actual concern is sweat. You're gonna be working out, you're gonna be walking, you are going to sweat. Managing sweat is the name of the game, because you don't really get cold until you sweat a lot, then stop and just kind of stew in your own soak. And then making sure you dry out. One of the reasons we like day hiking in the winter is if you get a little sweaty, it's fine, because after 2-3 hours you go in the car, you change, you air yourself out, you're good. If you're doing overnights, you really got to make sure you have extra sets of clothing. You can take off the wet clothing, let it dry out. Even if you think that's going to make it cold, like, it's worth it.
Yeah, so basically just managing sweat, which is why everybody says dress in layers. So my coat's unzipped right now. It's negative degrees, but I'm just letting a little air in because I'm warm hiking and I know I'm going to generate sweat. And I don't want to be super sweaty and then get cold if we stop for a break. So manage your sweat, wear layers. One more quick thought about clothing. We prefer to wear either wool or synthetic clothing. These are down jackets here. Our base layers are merino wool and synthetic materials. Do not wear cotton. It's just going to get wet and cold and be very, very uncomfortable. The other thing I wanted to point out is we wear sunglasses. Even though it's not super sunny, the snow is very reflective and can cause a lot of damage to your eyes. Alright, so we are now at post number 15, which is the start of the Tobico Marsh Trail. But this is what the trail looks like so far. They've got lots of benches, interpretive plaques, cool little areas where you can park your bikes and such. So, and they are groomed, like I said before. So if you're into cross-country skiing in the wintertime, this is a cool one to try. Well, we've stopped just for a moment here. We've made it to post number 18, which is the first observation tower. We've been walking this straight flat trail here. I've decided I don't need my trekking pole, so I'm gonna bundle it up and put it in my pack so I can film a little bit easier. We've been walking along the marsh, lots of cool little informative plaques about wildlife and waterfowl and all that cool stuff. So we're gonna keep going down the trail and check out the sights and scenes, but we just wanted to give you a little hiker tip here on hydration. You want to make sure you're drinking water even when you're cold and not necessarily thirsty. We normally carry water bottles on the outside of our packs in these little right here, but since it's cold outside, I don't want them to freeze up. So we have inside the pack a insulated sleeve right here that has a water bottle inside. So this is an Nalgene that's in there. We don't normally carry Nalgenes because they're heavy.
One of my favorite things about winter hiking, and one of the reasons it's worth it, you'll notice in the air, there's no buzzing, I'm not swatting, there are no bugs. If you guys have watched my videos, you will know I am a magnet for mosquitoes and bees and all that stuff. It is totally worth it for me. I'm the type of person too, I would rather feel cold than feel warm, so yeah, if you're layering up, if you're staying hydrated, if you have good synthetic and wool gear, best way to hike.
Yeah, you'll notice he's not wearing his bug jacket. Like 90% of our videos, he has his bug jacket on, so he's wearing a different coat today. It's kind of nice. Get that hydration. Whoop!
It's not even that cold, so insulation is definitely doing its job.
Yeah, it's warm. We've made it to, what post number is it? I don't remember.
21.
21, which is the second observation tower.
No, we're at 22.
22, excuse me, 22. So this is the second observation tower. We're gonna give it a climb and see what's up there. There he goes.
These are some extra calories.
Looks like they have bird seed up here for the birds in the wintertime. Here's one right here. See if he comes back. Come on back, little chickadee. Nope. There's the marsh out there. It's Tobico Marsh. Alright, so when hiking, you should always have a couple snacks with you. These are our snacks for this trip here. Not necessarily a long day hike, so we don't necessarily need day snacks, but we're going to bring them anyway. You want to choose a snack that you can eat in the wintertime that's not going to freeze. So like a granola bar or a Cliff Bar, they get super hard and they're hard to eat in the wintertime, so we went with the smoked stick and cheese today. Matt's checking the score of the Michigan football game.
8 minutes in, it is 0-0, and with those two defenses, I am not surprised. You'll notice I'm keeping my phone on an internal pocket. The battery is still dying pretty quickly, but that's what you want to do with electronics. Ashley actually has hand warmers with her camera. That's working out pretty well.
So I wear the through pack, I think it's called. Inside I've got my camera gear, batteries, my cell phone, and a couple hand warmers. And so far it seems to be working. But yeah, protect your electronics, put them in an internal pocket or somewhere with a hand warmer so they stay insulated and the battery doesn't die. Mr. Woodpecker over there.
Mrs. by the coloring.
Mr. or Mrs. Woodpecker. Sounds like he's got a friend over here. I can hear him.
It's also probably a she. If it's a cardinal or a blue jay and they're not red and blue, it's usually the ladies.
The ladies.
Because with birds, men have to do all the work. You gotta be all like floofy, fancy.
And that is your bird biology segment with Matt.
The history degree.
Sweaty. Easy.
familiar. You know, you said that on our last January hike too.
Did.
Yeah.
And that is a totally original quote.
Cue flashback. How we feeling?
Eyes are sweaty. We sneak mom spaghetti.
So we are making the loop back now. So we've hit post 21 or whatever it is, and now we're doing the back side of the loop. We have 1.3 miles to get us to post number 19, I think it is, which will take back to 18 and then put us back on the Anderson Nature Trail, and then we will be back in the parking lot. So we have, I think, total miles hiked today is gonna be, well, I'll put it below because I don't remember. So here's the trail right now. It's wide. There's the groomed portion. We are avoiding that like good little hikers.
Snowshoes on the left.
Somebody was snowshoeing, yeah, you can see their prints there. So we're gonna keep going. See you in a minute. So we're walking along here and we noticed some of these trees have burn marks on them. So maybe somebody can comment below and tell us what happened here. I don't know if it was an actual wildfire, maybe lightning caused it or something, or if it was a controlled burn by the DNR. So this area is run by the state, I believe, through the DNR. It used to be, prior to, I think, was it 1956 or 57 or somewhere in there, it used to be a hunt club, and there was, I think the description said there was no more than 8 members of this like exclusive hunting club, which makes sense. It's a marshy area. I would imagine it would be great for waterfowl. But the last surviving member of the hunt club sold this to the state, I believe, and it was turned into a wildlife preserve. So that's why there's these neat trail systems in here and cool structures and informative plaques, but we're curious about the burn marks. So a lot of trees in that area we just passed had burnt trunks, so we're wondering. So comment below if you know where that came from. Of all the informative plaques, they don't have one on that, so.
A lot of information. The more you know.
We are back on the Anderson Nature Trail, headed back towards the car. This is a view of the marsh here. And that is where we're headed. See you back at the car. Hey guys, we made it back to the visitor center. Our truck is just right in front of us here. We had a great time. Hope you enjoyed this hike and learned a little bit about winter hiking. We're husband and wife, outdoor life. Stay tuned and we'll check back in with you the next time we're on the trail.
It is beer and wings time.
Beer and wings time. Hey Myra, do you want to go day hiking? Do you want to go day hiking?
Restart it.
Don't want to forget the camera.